We find ourselves at an intriguing crossroads in the bustling expanse of modern life. Technological advancements have woven an intricate web of connections, allowing us to reach across the globe with the touch of a button. Yet, paradoxically, this unparalleled connectivity often leaves us feeling isolated, undervalued, and yearning for more profound significance in the lives of those around us. We juggle ceaseless tasks and obligations, all while battling the quiet ache of being overlooked by the very people whose acknowledgement we cherish. Amid this dichotomy, the teachings of Stoicism shine as a timeless compass, guiding us through the complexities of human interaction and self-perception. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, implore us to seek value not in fleeting external validation, but within the steadfast foundation of our inner selves. Their philosophy is not merely an abstract ideal, but a practical framework for navigating the chaos of relationships and cultivating genuine importance in the lives of others. But how can we translate these ancient teachings into our modern reality? How can we rise above the clamor of a world that demands constant availability and prove ourselves not by bending to others' expectations, but by standing firm in our principles? This exploration is not about cunning tactics or superficial gestures, but about embracing a lifestyle rooted in authenticity, balance, and self-respect. To be truly valued by others, we must first master the art of valuing ourselves. By examining the core tenets of Stoicism, patience, independence, and self-mastery, we uncover a profound blueprint for fostering meaningful connections while preserving the integrity of our inner world. This journey requires us to reflect deeply, act intentionally, and live with the courage to align our actions with our values. In doing so, we elevate our lives and the relationships we hold dear, creating a ripple effect of respect, admiration, and mutual growth. As we delve into these practices, let us remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. With this wisdom in mind, we embark on a path of self-discovery, learning to prioritize what truly matters and becoming individuals whose presence commands respect and affection. 1. Value your time and attention. The first step in becoming truly valued by others begins with understanding the worth of your time and attention. In a world where distractions are abundant and demands on our availability are constant, few things hold as much weight as the ability to say no and establish firm boundaries. The Stoics remind us that our time is not infinite. It is a precious, non-renewable resource. To squander it by being perpetually accessible or overly accommodating is to betray our potential and the respect we wish to command from others. When we are always present and instantly responsive, we inadvertently send a subtle but powerful message. Our time holds little value. People take our presence for granted, assuming we will always be available. In contrast, when we carefully choose where and with whom to invest our energy, we project self-respect that others cannot help but notice. By valuing our time, we teach others to value it, creating a dynamic where our absence is felt, and our presence is cherished. Stoic philosophy challenges us to reflect on how we allocate our attention and to whom we grant it. The act of prioritizing ourselves is not selfish. It is a recognition of our intrinsic worth. This is not about withdrawing from relationships or neglecting our responsibility, creating a balance where our interactions are deliberate and meaningful. By doing so, we cultivate a sense of scarcity, not in a manipulative sense, but as a natural consequence of leading a life guided by purpose and intentionality. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This profound reminder encourages us to treat our time as sacred, approaching each moment with clarity and intention. When we align our actions with this principle, we preserve our sense of value and inspire those around us to see us as individuals of depth and integrity. This is the foundation of being truly valued, not through excessive availability, but through the deliberate and thoughtful use of our finite time. 2. Practice patience. In the rush of modern life, patience is often dismissed as a relic of a slower era, an impractical virtue in an age dominated by instant gratification. Yet, patience emerges as a profound and necessary skill for those who seek actual value in themselves and their relationship. The Stoics revered patience not merely as a passive quality, but as an active force of strength, a steady anchor amidst the turbulence of life. To practice patience is to rise above the noise, to hold firm when the world demands haste, and to find power in measured restraint. At its core, patience is about mastering the ability to wait without surrendering to frustration or impulsivity. We must step back, assess the broader picture, and understand that meaningful outcomes often need time. By resisting the urge to act prematurely or to respond in haste, we project an image of composure and self-control, qualities that naturally draw others toward us. In this sense, patience is not just a virtue. It is a form of quiet confidence, a beacon of calm that commands respect and admiration. As the Stoics teach, waiting with intention is not a surrender to passivity, but a deliberate choice to embrace stillness as a source of strength. This practice shields us from the chaos of external circumstances and cultivates inner tranquility. As we develop the discipline to endure moments of uncertainty and delay, we grow in emotional resilience, becoming less swayed by fleeting distractions and more attuned to the enduring goals that genuinely matter. Moreover, patience transforms the way others perceive us. In a world where impulsiveness often reigns, the ability to remain composed and deliberate sets us apart. People are naturally drawn to those who exude a sense of steadiness and balance, finding comfort in their reliability. By practicing patience, we become a source of stability and an example of intentional living, inspiring others to approach their lives with more extraordinary thoughtfulness. The Stoics remind us that patience reflects wisdom, the understanding that some things are beyond our control and that time is often the most outstanding teacher. As Seneca observed, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Patience allows us to reclaim this lost time, focus on what truly matters, and engage with life purposefully and profoundly. In practicing patience, we do not merely endure the waiting. We master it, turning it into a powerful tool for self-mastery and connection with others. 3. Cultivate an air of mystery. In a world that glorifies transparency and overexposure, cultivating an air of mystery can seem counterintuitive. Yet, for those who understand the profound principles of human psychology and the wisdom of Stoicism, it becomes clear that mystery is a powerful tool in establishing value. The Stoics teach us to be deliberate in what we reveal, understanding that restraint and sharing creates an allure that invites curiosity and fosters deeper connections. Holding back creates space for others to seek us out, transforming interactions into more meaningful exchanges. Mystery is not about secrecy or deception. It is about intentionality. When we reveal only parts of ourselves, we leave room for discovery, sparking a natural curiosity in others. Humans are inherently drawn to what they do not fully understand, to what feels rare and intriguing. Epictetus emphasizes that mastery of the self begins with controlling what lies within our power, including how and when we disclose our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. By practicing this discipline, we maintain a sense of autonomy over our narrative, ensuring that what we share aligns with our values and intentions. Furthermore, an air of mystery challenges the instinct to seek validation through oversharing. The Stoics remind us that true confidence lies not in broadcasting every detail of our lives, but in knowing our worth regardless of external acknowledgement. We cultivate a commanding and contemplative presence by resisting the urge to fill every silence with words or to disclose every thought. Others will naturally be drawn to this quiet strength, compelled to engage more deeply to uncover the layers of our character. In practice, cultivating mystery requires us to speak with purpose and reserve. Conversations become opportunities to listen more and talk less, allowing others to feel seen and heard while preserving the integrity of our narrative. This balance fosters relationships rooted in mutual respect and curiosity, where the gradual unveiling of our stories creates more prosperous, more enduring bonds. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Let your actions speak for you." The less we reveal, the more profound and authentic our interactions become. By embracing mystery, we safeguard our privacy and reinforce our value in the eyes of others. It is a reminder that what is not immediately accessible is often the most treasured. In choosing to reveal ourselves thoughtfully and gradually, we embody a Stoic principle that elevates our presence and deepens our relationships. Through this practice, we align with the wisdom of the ancients, demonstrating that in restraint lies a unique and powerful form of strength. 4. Allow others to invest in you. A profound yet often overlooked truth lies at the heart of meaningful relationships. People value what they contribute. The Stoics understood this dynamic well, emphasizing the importance of reciprocity in human connections. When we allow others to invest in us through their time, efforts, or wisdom, we create a bond rooted in mutual respect and shared significance. Far from being a passive act, this is an intentional way of fostering enriching and enduring relationships. Allowing others to invest in you begins with a simple yet powerful act: receiving. This might mean graciously accepting a compliment, expressing gratitude for a kind gesture, or actively seeking advice and acknowledging its worth. These moments of openness not only affirm the value of the giver, but also signal that you are someone worthy of their investment. This mutual exchange builds a cycle of trust and respect, where both parties feel seen, appreciated, and engaged in a shared purpose. The Stoics teach us that such reciprocity strengthens the bonds of human interdependence. With his characteristic insight, Seneca noted, "Kindness is not to be mistaken for weakness." Accepting kindness is an act of strength, recognizing that vulnerability and openness are integral to the human experience. Inviting others to contribute to our lives affirms their importance and creates opportunities for a deeper connection. This dynamic extends beyond material exchanges. When someone invests their time in us, shares their insights, or simply offers a listening ear, they actively participate in our personal growth. Acknowledging and valuing these contributions encourages a sense of purpose and belonging in others. This way, relationships become transactional and transformative, fostering a shared understanding of growth and meaning. To practice this Stoic principle effectively, one must balance receptivity with authenticity. Allowing others to invest in you does not mean manipulating their goodwill or feigning dependence. It means valuing their input while maintaining your independence and integrity. This balance ensures the relationship remains genuine and mutually beneficial, cultivating a bond where both parties feel enriched and empowered. In a world that often emphasizes self-sufficiency to the point of isolation, the courage to let others invest in you is rare and powerful. It creates a space where mutual recognition flourishes, where the act of giving and receiving strengthens the fabric of our relationships. By embodying this principle, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of interdependence, fostering connections that are not only lasting but deeply meaningful. 5. Prioritize independence. Actual value begins with independence, not isolation, but a cultivated sense of autonomy that allows you to navigate life with clarity and conviction. Stoic philosophy teaches us that independence is not about severing ties with others, but mastering self-governance. It is the ability to act according to your principles and values, free from the sway of external validation or societal pressures. By prioritizing independence, you set the foundation for a life of integrity and command the respect of those around you. Independence starts with a deep understanding of your own needs, goals, and values. When you act from this inner compass, your choices are deliberate and aligned with your authentic self. As Stoics remind us, fasciscruence is unshakable confidence, an inner assurance that does not waver in the face of criticism or comparison. By defining yourself on your terms, you project a strength that naturally attracts respect and admiration. This principle is not about rejecting relationships, but engaging in them from a place of strength. When you are independent, your connections become more prosperous and genuine because they are built on mutual respect rather than dependence. You no longer seek approval or validation, but offer your presence as a deliberate and valuable choice. In doing so, you inspire others to approach relationships with the same level of authenticity and self-awareness. Stoicism emphasizes that independence also requires discipline and self-control. It is about managing your actions, thoughts, and emotions, ensuring they align with your higher purpose. This inner mastery shields you from being swayed by external circumstances or manipulations, allowing you to remain steadfast in your path. As Epictetus wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Independence, therefore, is the key to true freedom and a cornerstone of personal value. To cultivate independence, one must embrace self-reliance challenges while remaining open to collaboration. This balance ensures that autonomy becomes not isolated, but a dynamic interplay of strength and receptivity. When you prioritize independence, you demonstrate that you are capable of contributing meaningfully to the lives of others while maintaining your integrity. Embodying this Stoic ideal enhances your self-worth and elevates your interactions with others. You become a person of substance, someone who does not merely react to the world, but shapes their path with wisdom and intent. This is the essence of independence, a strength that inspires, a discipline that empowers, and a value that resonates with all who encounter it. 6. Let others initiate interactions. In a world saturated with noise and constant communication, embracing silence and letting others take the lead in initiating interactions is a skill of profound significance. The Stoics teach us that wisdom often resides in restraint, choosing to speak less and listen more. By stepping back and allowing others to make the first move, we create space for meaningful dialogue and demonstrate a calm confidence that sets us apart in a culture of urgency. Letting others initiate is not an act of passivity. It is a deliberate strategy rooted in self-awareness and respect for the dynamics of human connection. When we refrain from always being the first to engage, we encourage others to express their intentions and reveal their priorities. This subtle shift provides valuable insights into their thoughts and feelings and signals that we are secure enough to wait and observe. This patience fosters a sense of mutual respect, as it allows others to feel that their voice is genuinely heard and valued. Moreover, silence holds a unique power in social interactions. It conveys composure and thoughtfulness, qualities that naturally attract others. In contrast, a constant need to fill every void with words can come across as anxious or self-serving, diminishing the depth of our connections. The Stoics remind us that mastery of the self begins with mastery of the tongue. As Epictetus wisely stated, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This principle underscores the importance of deliberate communication, where our words carry weight precisely because they are used sparingly. By letting others initiate interactions, we also cultivate an aura of mystery and independence. People are naturally drawn to those who are not overly accessible or predictable. This restraint creates intrigue, compelling others to invest their effort in understanding us better. At the same time, it positions us as individuals who do not demand attention but earn it through presence and authenticity. This practice aligns seamlessly with the Stoic principle of controlling what is within our power: our responses, our speech, and our silence. By mastering these elements, we establish ourselves as thoughtful and intentional participants in any interaction. We show that we value both our own time and the perspectives of others, creating relationships that are grounded in mutual appreciation and respect. In letting others initiate, we transcend the noise of constant engagement and embrace a deeper, more meaningful form of connection. This act of restraint is not only a reflection of our inner strength, but also an invitation for others to meet us on equal terms, fostering richer, more balanced, and authentically valuable relationships. Through this intentional silence, we align with the Stoic ideal of living deliberately, creating space for thoughtful interaction and genuine connection. Philosophical foundations. Stoic philosophy's heart lies in a profound understanding of value in oneself and relationships. The Stoics teach that the foundation of all meaningful interactions is rooted in the mastery of the self. Before seeking validation or importance from others, we must cultivate an unshakable sense of worth within. This inward focus, far from self-centered, is the cornerstone of authentic connection. It ensures that our actions stem from integrity rather than the fleeting need for external approval. The Stoics emphasize that value begins with how we perceive and govern our inner world. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," is a timeless reminder. By nurturing thoughts that align with our values, we create a mental framework that sustains resilience and purpose. This practice fortifies our sense of self-worth and radiates outward, influencing how others perceive and interact with us. When our actions and words reflect this internal clarity, we naturally command respect and admiration. Additionally, Stoicism underscores the importance of prioritizing what lies within our control. Epictetus reminds us that we cannot dictate how others view or treat us, but can control how we respond. This perspective shifts our focus from seeking external validation to cultivating internal strength. By anchoring our worth in our principles and virtues, we detach ourselves from the volatility of others' opinions. This detachment is not indifference but liberation, freeing us to engage with the world from a place of confidence and authenticity. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, spoke of the immeasurable value of time, urging us to reflect on how we spend it and with whom. By carefully choosing where we invest our energy, we elevate the quality of our relationships and lives. Deliberate allocation of time is not merely a practical matter but a philosophical act. It reflects our recognition of life's brevity and the need to live in alignment with our highest ideals. Practicing these principles aligns with the Stoic ideal of living deliberately and authentically. This alignment enriches our sense of value and creates a ripple effect, inspiring those around us to strive for the same. When our thoughts, actions, and relationships are grounded in Stoic wisdom, we become living embodiments of these timeless teachings, fostering meaningful, enduring, and deeply respectful connections. Through this, we cultivate a life of purpose and integrity, guided by the enduring light of philosophy. Practical applications. Stoicism, while deeply philosophical, is ultimately a guide to practical living. Its principles find their most significant value not in abstract reflection, but in how they shape our daily choices and interactions. To embody Stoic wisdom is to live deliberately, translating timeless teachings into actions that align with our values and enhance our relationships. The question then becomes, how do we bridge the gap between thought and practice, ensuring that Stoic ideals permeate every aspect of our lives? The first step lies in cultivating awareness. The Stoics urge us to reflect on how we allocate our most precious resource, time. As Seneca warned, we are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end of them. Begin each day intentionally, prioritizing tasks and relationships that align with your goals and virtues. This clarity ensures that you approach life purposefully rather than being swept away by distractions or obligations lacking meaning. Next, embrace the discipline of setting boundaries. In a world that often equates availability with value, the ability to say no becomes a radical act of self-respect. Stoicism teaches that our worth is not defined by how much we give to others, but by the authenticity of our contributions. By reserving your energy for what truly matters, you create space for deeper, more meaningful interactions, demonstrating that your time and attention are not to be taken lightly. Another practical application is the cultivation of emotional resilience. The Stoics remind us that while we cannot control external events, we can govern our reactions. This mastery begins with self-reflection and mindfulness, allowing us to pause before reacting. By practicing this restraint, we project a calm demeanor that commands respect. Over time, this deliberate control of emotions strengthens our inner stability, making us less susceptible to the turbulence of others' opinions or actions. Furthermore, the principle of mutual respect should be applied in every interaction. Allow others the space to express themselves while maintaining your integrity. This balance fosters relationships rooted in authenticity and reciprocity. By actively listening and valuing the perspectives of others, you build connections that are not only respectful but transformative. Finally, remember that Stoic practice is iterative. It requires consistency and reflection. Review your actions at the end of each day, asking yourself whether they align with principles. Did you prioritize wisely? Did you maintain composure? Did you honor your boundaries and values? As Marcus Aurelius often practiced, this nightly reflection reinforces your commitment to growth and ensures that philosophy becomes an integral part of your life. Integrating these applications into your daily routine transforms Stoic principles into actionable habits. This approach enriches your life and serves as a beacon to others, demonstrating the profound impact of living with intention and integrity. Through deliberate practice, you embody the wisdom of the Stoics, crafting a life that is both meaningful and deeply aligned with your true self. Conclusion. As we journey through the wisdom of Stoicism, we uncover not just a philosophy but a way of life that empowers us to cultivate authenticity, resilience, and meaningful connections. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus remind us that value begins within. Through self-mastery, deliberate action, and an unwavering commitment to our principles, we inspire respect and admiration in others. However, the practice of Stoicism does not end there. It is a daily endeavor, a continuous refinement of how we think, act, and relate to the world. By valuing our time, embracing patience, fostering independence, and engaging with others authentically, we align ourselves with the timeless truths of this ancient philosophy. This alignment enhances our lives and inspires those around us to seek the same clarity and purpose. As you reflect on these ideas, ask yourself, how will you bring Stoic principles into your life today? What steps will you take to prioritize growth, deepen relationships, and live with greater intention? Remember, the transformation begins with small, consistent actions that align with your deepest values. If this exploration of Stoicism resonates with you, consider joining a community of like-minded individuals equally passionate about self-improvement and ancient wisdom. By subscribing to this channel, you can access more insights, practical strategies, and timeless lessons designed to empower your journey toward a life of purpose and integrity. Let us walk this path together, learning from the Stoics and one another, as we strive to create meaningful, resilient, and profoundly fulfilling lives now, and take the next step in your journey toward becoming the best version of ourselves. Thank you for your time and dedication. Until next time, stay steadfast and true to your principles.